if you ask me it in a different way, you could get one answer one way, because, like, okay, say, you know, blah blah blah, whatever, and I'll think of one or two times where that similar circumstance has happened. Ask me it again in a different way, and I'll think of a different experience altogether where that might have applied. And I did something differently in that experience. And how do you keep that shit consistent when it's built for you to fail? I don't get that. Maybe my comprehension of it is not that great, but that really, when it's already stacked against you, you know, it's already bad enough as it is. And then, you know, to stack it against you even more isn't going to do well in your favor. And you know what? I rather would have just, like, been able to, like, write all of my answers down, because honestly I'm a better writer than I'm a speaker, especially when I have to think about some tough shit, and you don't want to have me thinking about something tough on something where you'll get a better fucking answer if I have my time to think of something and respond. Like a couple weeks ago, somebody mentioned something about now, okay, I'm not familiar with Prince of Persia, but in the game, he was like, I forget the details, so I'm not familiar with the game. It's been a couple weeks already. But he was like, you know, just talking shit about Prince of Persia, but really, only complaint I really heard out of him was because the guy was wearing a turban. And, okay, this wasn't even a white guy that was saying the complaint. And he was like, I don't know if this is racist. And now, I had to think about it at the time. I knew it was. However, I had to think about it at that time. And, you know, it wasn't until, like, the next day and I'm sitting there fucking washing dishes did I finally mull over it enough that I would have had a response. However, at the time, I wouldn't have had the words. So what would my response have been a day later when I had the time? Well, you know what? Yes, it is racist because, well, first of all, was the game good? You weren't commenting of the quality of the game. You know, was it good? Was it shitty? Or were you only against it because the guy was wearing a turban? And what's wrong with him wearing a turban? Is there something wrong with that? Okay, maybe perhaps when you come to the white supremacist standards of looks and, you know, humanity, if you will, since apparently white male is the standard for being a human being or being a person, and all else is subject to I don't think discretion is the word.
I wondered when you would find me. Almost enough to make you believe in fate, isn't it? The woman I wore last time we danced wasn't as strong as this one. Perhaps I flatter myself to think I might offer a better challenge now.
I should have saved. There's no need for bloodshed.
Oh, how delightful you are. Such youth, such naivete. I could just devour you. Like I did that poor gem cutter I found in here. One day, perhaps I'll do just that. For now, though, I must conclude our dialogue. My time is wearing thin, and I tire of your prattle. This body has served its purpose. Let's see if you've learned any new tricks since our last meeting.
Maybe I have. Oh, shit. What are you doing? I don't like that. Come on, can we get you down? Where are you? How about... No. Let's do this. Oh, and you're gonna interrupt me just as I'm getting it off. Fuck. Okay, you know what? I can do this now. Oh, shit. Hopefully that does the damage that I needed to do. Come on, almost got you. Well, you're dead. You're defeated. So, as I was saying about the game, well, you know what? There's nothing wrong with it. And how many games can we name where, now I don't know what the guy's, I don't know what the guy in the game's race is. I don't know if he's Middle Eastern or if he's something other. But how many games can you name off the top of your head where the character is wearing a turban and he's not a fucking villain, where he's not a bad guy, where he is not somebody you are set out and, you know, you are going to exterminate, kill, and, you know, how many games will you be able to name where, you know, they're the hero, they're the hero of the story, they are an inspiration. So, yes, it's racist. However, if that's your only complaint of it, yes, that's racist. If the game sucked, okay, well, we can consider that too. However, the main point of the game is representation for the demographics of persons that would be able to identify with that character. Just like most games, you will find me playing as something that is not white, just for the main, main is not the word I'm looking for.
If you learn what happened to my assistant, please let me know.
Oh. That was his assistant? Okay, we're not even going to talk about it?
I've lived in America. You see, my apprentice.
Oh wait, no, who was his assistant?
That's his ring, all right. Here, take these. I made them for Donald.
Take what?
Thank you again for bringing me word of what happened to Donald.
Well, I thought he was giving me something.
Magic to this. To be honest, I'm surprised anyone. I'll be here.
Oh, remove Donald Cuddy's ring, and I received gem cutting hand wraps. I'm gonna guess that's something so I can. And now I'm gonna go back to Scholia Arcana, right? Scholia, one of those Arcana. So the main thing of the game was representation. Now, what do you have against that? And this wasn't even a white dude who was making the complaint. So, wouldn't it be awesome to see somebody, you can see yourself in that game? Because, as it is, you know, they have, okay, I need to, as it is, you know, the white male is the default for majority of games. Like, that's supposed to be the singular human for everybody to identify with. And, however, that's not the case. Because, white male people are going to identify with that. Not everybody else is. Now, when you're, like, when they have this study of asking children, you know, which is more prettier, a white child or a black child, and they're going to say the white child, that's where there's a fucking problem with the representation, okay? And that's my complaint. And sure, if my viewers want to bitch about, oh, I'm here, okay, no, wait. No, I didn't want to go here. Actually, no, fuck it, we can go here. This is, something of Valor, what was it called? House of Valor, I guess? I guess we're gonna go in here. It's an arena type place, I guess, and I already did, like, one of the quests or whatever I was on that board, and all you gotta do is, like, kill 40 guys in a set amount of time, so, apparently, yeah, this is what we do.
Mate. So you're the new leader. You should brace yourself if you haven't already. Fights in Valor Arena are to the death. I look forward to seeing what you can do. Let us know when you're ready. You'll have to decide which of the three of us will fight with you before a match.
How do we begin?
Let one of us know when you're ready. You will have to decide which of the three of us will fight with you before a match.
Okay, fight with me.
Very well. Lead the way. I'll see you out there.
We go this way now? I'm gonna fuck him up. I am going to fuck him up. I hope I had a save recently. I think it did when I came in here. Yeah, so that's... I think I covered pretty much any point that I was trying to cover about representation.
Welcome all to
I thought we were only fighting with one guy. Oh, we're fighting together. Oh, and somebody's talking.
Victory here means the entire team moves up in the championship. They'll be on a path to face the Lords of Valor. Have at it, warriors.
That's what we're gonna do. Guess what, guys? That didn't work out too well for you, did it? Oh, who's this guy? That's all you got? I'm the one doing all the damage over here. What the fuck is up with you, dude?
That's the match, ladies and gentlemen. Crows made it out alive against superior numbers. With crows like these, there's no doubt.
So we're done again. Oh, that's it. I'm gonna guess it just like goes for a couple rounds, and I think I'm not gonna spend too much time here. Maybe I'll do a couple rounds, but I'm not trying to spend too much time here. I'm sure it wouldn't be a bad idea if I'm trying to grind though. Yeah, if I'm trying to grind levels or something, it might not be a bad idea to do. All right, where are we gonna go? I didn't want to talk to you. I don't care. So. Yeah, the more games that are not white males, and you know there was a something, you know, I was reading about the stagnance of creativity in storytelling and such, and that will explain the stagnance of how many times are you going to talk about the same story for a white male? Aren't you going to get tired of that? You might not. I might get tired of it, though. I want to see something else. Fuck.
I'll admit I didn't expect you to come back. There's a reason no one was signing up. Remus is as experienced as they come. Here's your money for the match. Oh, and one more thing, Gladiator. Jokul Fangard mentioned he would like to speak to you in the gambling den.
Where can I find this guy?
He's in the gambling den in the market. It's the only other building besides Champion's Manor. You can't miss it.
And as far as like storytelling, I'll relate it to this. This game actually, you know, it doesn't seem to do too bad. And, you know, keeping in mind that you can select a male or a female, and there's tons of quests, and you interact with males and females pretty regularly. You know, I think they do a pretty fucking decent job in here. It's not bad. I think males might get a little bit more representation in this game, is for being like the strong warrior type. Although that one last mage was pretty fucking wimpy. Oh, you can do it? I'm too scared to do it. So my strong womanhood. We took care of that cave of freezing place.
Don't worry. I don't plan to take too much of your time. Just want you to know that I hope you'll keep fighting. The way you dealt with those fools in there, I think you could truly make an impact here at the arena, should you choose to continue. At any rate, take these. They'll serve you well. Think of them as a donation from a concerned fan, in hopes that you'll remain in the arena's employ a little longer.
Perhaps. I'll consider that. However, I don't want to hang out here too much. I'll do a quest or two here, so... But you know, I forget the stats. I even posted them on Twitter. I was reading a book about black stats, so obviously with video games being the main thing is what I paid attention to the most. Not that I didn't pay attention or consider everything, but it's more easy to talk about it for me because video games is my shit, right? So I might as well figure out how I can take what I learned from it, and apply it to video games as well. So, like, interesting fact is that adult black males, not males, I think it just said black adults, have a higher percentage of playing video games than do white counterparts. How about that for an interesting fact? Fact, yes.
All right, so you did pretty well last time. Don't get cocky. It's all uphill from here. Are you ready for another match? You're up against Bodine Borg and his team of magic users.
Yeah, I want to do this.
Good. Join your team downstairs and choose a partner when you're ready.
We'll
By
do
the way,
that.
the champions made an agreement with the other team's leader. In return for fighting, the mages will get your bodies if they can kill you.
Okay.
I hope you know how to deal with spellcasters. You're up against a couple of mages from Detir. Here for research, they say. They don't seem to be the most experienced fighters, but they're confident their mystic arts will win them this tournament.
It's not going
Wish you
to.
well in and out of the arena, Gladiator.
And yeah, the more variety, more gender, more races, the more stories we can work with. Yes?